Happy New Year. Isn't that what the countdown was for?
Probably, I don't know.
Ah. So we are back, baby. Why? Because it is count time to one of the most important events
Mm.
ever. Of course, we're talking about Taylor Swift getting
Whoa.
married to Travis
Whoa.
Kelsey.
I thought we were gonna say week one.
No, it's the wedding, man. It's the wedding. They're actually getting married.
I thought we were gonna have one of those moments when we say week one at the same time. I was just waiting for you to,
Hey,
put
look,
something there, but
he's upset. I got invited to the wedding,
good
but
for
I'm
you.
yeah, but I'm busy that day. Yeah, actually, I was asked to be one of the groomsmen.
Very thoughtful.
Yeah. But, however, I told them I couldn't make it, but they did make me VIP to their divorce party. On the side of the note, man, on the
Whoa.
side note, here we are, the 2025-2026 season. How do you say it, man? 2025 season, 2025-2026 season.
I say 2025-26 because it does go into 2026. Although it's only the postseason that does, I still say 2026 as well.
All right. So we've had a lot going on in the off season, which I don't really keep up with too much.
Mm.
Right. That's why the season actually kind of like pow blows my mind. But we're here, man. We're here. Are you excited, man?
For football, yes.
Okay.
For Steelers football,
Mm.
I'm not as excited as I want to be. Am I excited? Absolutely. My level of excitement, let's just say this, it's not where it was compared to last season.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Did preseason do anything for you?
I kept up with it. The one thing I was disappointed in, and it's not even anybody's fault, it's the fact that Will Howard wasn't able to play in the preseason. That's what I was looking forward to, but he got injured. I think something with his thumb in his throwing hand, so he couldn't throw at all, and he wasn't able to get any starts in. Although I did like what I saw from our new running back, and yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Okay. Yeah, I was more interested in this preseason than any other preseason, and I was only really able to watch one game, man. I mean, preseason games are like Thursdays and Fridays, and it gets kind of off for me. But nonetheless, here we are, the regular season, man. Eric, what was something this postseason that let's talk about a couple of things this postseason that were kind of mind blowing, just overall in general.
Okay, well, I'll start with the Steelers.
All right.
I'll go trading away George Pickens after getting DK Metcalf. Okay.
Mm.
We had my point of view on it. I don't really see the point. I would have liked to have seen Metcalf and Pickens on the same team. Your offense has been just hard to watch the past, I don't know how many years. Even when Big Ben was at the helm, those last 2 years were pretty tough. Okay. Offense has been really struggling. And the one time you have some serious talent with DK and Pickens, you decide to trade one away right after you get DK. So I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, if you have that dynamic duo right there, obviously it makes all the sense in the world. Trading one for the other, the only thing I can think of is maybe Pickens was starting to be a little bit of a cancer.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know, man. I would have liked to at least seen that duo. I understand the whole thing with Pickens. Yes, all that shenanigans that he was bringing. But yeah, man, just at least see because how bad the offense has been in recent memory. They could have. I would have given it a shot.
Is there a reason why talented receivers in the Steelers only last so long?
Man, if I was spy getting like the Patriots, I would be able to tell you, but I don't. Man.
It
If I had
seems
the eyes there, I would be able to say it.
yeah, it seems like a lot of them turn into divas, man. I don't know why. I can only guess, and my guess is the Steelers have always been like a team. It's not about hey, you're the superstar. It's like hey, settle down. It's about the team. It's not about you. It's about the team, right? They're not really that kind of like flashy organization. And wide receivers seem to be those kind of characters, man. Where it's like, hey, look at me, look at me.
I'm not sure how this organization is right now, man. I can't even make it seem like it's that same old school Steeler way. I can't even say that right now.
Oh, don't do that to me.
I'm
Don't do that to me, man.
I am going off what I'm seeing. I'm not trying to be such a downer on the Steelers at all, but like my goodness, just the way that things have been going, every single playoff game that they have been in, have some of them been better teams? Absolutely. Okay. That's not the point. The point is they have looked so underprepared. I'm talking about the playoffs, right? Just the playoffs. That's the only thing I could go off of right now, or I need to go off of. Every single playoff game, they look underprepared, get down by 3 possessions in every single game, and don't show up if they show up, until the second half or late second quarter. That's a problem.
Okay, switching gears, man. Raiders, Cowboys, 49ers, Packers, Chargers. Anything going on there or with any other team where you're kind of like, oh, that's going to be an interesting watch right there?
Okay, I'm saving you Cowboys for last. I want to save you guys for last. All right. Niners, nothing really too crazy. They got some new uniforms as far as like some alternates. I think they call it rivalry jerseys. Those are pretty nice, man. It's a black jersey with like the old school Western numbering.
Where's the Super Bowl going to be this season?
Santa Clara.
I see. Okay.
It's a red number with the gold outline. It's a pretty nice jersey.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
That's really the one thing that I could say for the Niners this offseason. Nothing really too crazy.
I'll be real, man. The Niners, for them being kind of like a flashy team, they've been pretty quiet.
They don't really make many moves.
I didn't really hear anything about them, man.
Their receivers have been kind of struggling, though. A lot of them have been getting hurt. So that's going to be a challenge that they're going to have to face. Although, like I said before, their team was just injured last season. I do believe they'll be able to compete for the NFC West when healthy, because when healthy, they're one of the best teams in the NFC. So I think they'll be just fine.
If healthy.
But that is
long season, baby.
It is an if with the Niners. That's one thing I will say. It is a big if because they tend to deal with a lot of injuries for some odd reason. I don't know why.
How about them Raiders?
Geno Smith and Ashton Genty, they got in the draft. Obviously, Genty, he's projected to be a really good running back. I do believe he'll be very good. Geno Smith, I don't know, man. I just, there's something about the Raiders. I don't know what it is. I want to believe in the Raiders. There's a reason why I want to believe in the Raiders, okay? Because the Steelers and the Raiders have an old school rivalry, okay? And it has meant nothing
at all
within the past out of so many decades because they haven't played each other in the playoffs. We need to get both of those teams in the playoffs and to play each other.
It was great a few years ago when they played each other on Christmas.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
That was great. But outside of that, we need an AFC championship game out of these two teams.
I think Geno Smith can elevate the offense. Obviously, they got Pete Carroll. That's definitely going to make the team better. I think he's a really good head coach. I just don't know how well it's going to work. I mean, they're in a really, really strong division in the AFC West. You got the Broncos, up-and-coming team with Bo Nix and Sean Payton. You got the Chargers, Justin Herbert and Harbaugh. And then you got the Kansas City Chiefs.
That AFC
That's
West,
a tough
man.
division.
That sucker turned real rough, real pretty fast, man.
You have a team that already made a name for themselves and two other teams that are trying to make a true name for themselves. So that's going to be a tough division. It's not even necessarily that I think the Raiders are going to be bad. It's just the other teams in their division are just so damn good. That's what I got to say on the Raiders, man.
I like what I said right there. Real pretty fast. Huh? And by the way, I am now seeing footage of Tom Brady, the GOAT, all over that organization. He is now leaving his fingerprint all over that place.
Oh, man. And look, and remember what he did to the Chiefs. He was with the Buccaneers.
Wow, man.
In the Super Bowl. So he knows how to beat Patrick Mahomes.
You know, now that he's not playing or anything, I kind of like the guy, man.
Okay. Well, once he got to Tampa Bay, I think he's built more like his character. Not that he built more character, but like he's been able to express his character a little bit more. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with New England, you're dealing with Bill Belichick.
Ugh. Yeah,
You
man.
just gotta keep it low, keep your head down all the time. Seems very strict.
Deflate gate. Hey,
Have your goggles on you.
hey, real quick, man. Do you think Seattle got everything they could have out of Pete Carroll?
You know,
They squeezed every bit of juice out of him to say, like, yeah, you know what? It's time to let him go.
I think at some point it's just time to move on
All right.
from specific coaches. Not that he's a bad head coach, but sometimes whether it be culturally or just change of scenery, I think at some point every great coach should probably, the team organization should probably move on from them at some point, because at some point, the juice does kind of
Dry up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, man. How about them Chargers, man? Sticking with the AFC West there. The home team.
Yeah. I think they'll be pretty good. I think they'll be around the same track. Again, it's just that division, man. It's pretty brutal. One thing I will say.
They're not taking that. They're not taking the division. I'm making that call right now. They're not taking that division.
I think there's a chance.
Okay, everybody has a chance. I'm saying they will not take that AFC West. Make it to the playoffs, that's different. But take that division, no, not happening.
I think I know who you're favoring. Yeah, I think they'll be around the same position. Again, the thing I will say, Justin Herbert needs to prove himself in the playoffs. They're a good team. They have everything that they need to be a contender. They just got to do it in the postseason. That's really it. They haven't won a playoff game under Justin Herbert.
You know what? I didn't even realize that till you just mentioned it. And Herbert's good. I like Herbert.
No, it's a really good quarterback.
Yeah, I like Herbert, man. Hey, let's go up north, man, to get a little bit cooler weather. Green Bay Packers. They have bench seats with no backrest over there. That's just kind of mind blowing, but at the same time, I think that's what makes Lambo, man. Like, keep it super duper old school. There's no real owner to the team. You know what I mean?
That's cool. I prefer a backrest personally. Call me bougie. I don't know, man. The San Francisco Giants don't have backrests in their bleachers either. Beautiful stadium, by the way. One of my favorite stadiums that I've been to is Oracle Park. Just throwing that out there. I know it's a baseball stadium, but still, they don't have backrests for some reason. As far as nice,
they don't.
And that stadium is, they don't have a backrest. Okay, should I get into it, or should I wait until we talk about the Cowboys? I'll wait until we talk about the Cowboys. Okay, they made a really nice move yesterday. Very respectable. They didn't have to give up 2 first-rounders, but for the player that they got, arguably generational talent. So, yeah, they're definitely trying to win now with that trade that they did yesterday. So watch out for Green Bay. I know that was kind of a team that maybe underachieved last year. I was very high on Green Bay last season, and I'm not going to lie, they didn't fit those expectations that I had for them. I thought they were going to potentially go to the Super Bowl last year. I wasn't really thinking that now. I mean, they still have a fairly young team. Jordan Love, one of the better NFC quarterbacks. I think they'll be good. I think they'll be really good with that acquisition that they made.
Okay, then name them from top to bottom, NFC North. Let's go. The Packers, the Lions, the Vikings, and the Bears. Who's the best going to the worst?
Okay, see, that's interesting. Minnesota was pretty good last season, although they had Sammy D as their quarterback, Sam Darnold, which went to Seattle. So now that's Santa Clara's problem. Okay.
Hey, watch it, Santa Clara, huh?
Well, now they're going to be with McCarthy, a guy who hasn't taken a snap in the NFL. He's not a rookie. He's going to be in his sophomore season. But again, he was hurt all last season. If he's the guy, they'll be right back in the picture.
Okay.
If he's not the guy, then that's going to cause some problems for Minnesota because they do have a good system around them. They could win the NFC North. Okay. Yeah. NFC North.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got it confused right there. So with that being said, Damn, I'm telling you, that trade that Green Bay did was really good.
Are you ready to put Green Bay before the season starts? Are you ready to put them at number 1?
That's what I was thinking, man.
Hmm.
Nah, I gotta go Lions at 1.
That's where I got.
I'll still go.
I still got Lions at 1. Yeah.
You got to think,
Yeah.
man, their defense was just so injured going into that playoff game against the Washington Commanders. Okay. And even before then, they were still able to lock up the first seed. Okay. They did not make it far in the playoffs, but still, I think that still holds some weight. I'll go Lions. I'll go Packers. I'll go Minnesota. And then I'll go Chicago. Although I do think that every team in that division will be fairly good.
Okay.
Fairly good.
Okay. Let's not forget, man, the Lions take risk. Man, the Lions take
Dan
risk.
Campbell, gamble.
Dan Gamble, man. Damn, those guys take risk, and a lot of times it works out for them. The times that it doesn't, or where it doesn't, but the times that it does, which is more than the other times, it's like, wow, you know what? Son of a bastard. All right, which takes us somewhere down in Texas. The George Strait song.
To the NFC East.
To the NFC East.
Texas.
Down in Texas.
Yes. Oh, man. Where do I start?
Think about it. Texas and New York, same division in the East. Dallas. The Cowboys out of Arlington.
Ooh, Cowboys. I was waiting for you guys. Why did you guys take so long? Okay. Why do I have to wait on you, Cowboys? All right. Let's do this. Micah Parsons, your best player on the defensive side for sure, but I'd say your best player that you have.
Ooh, overall.
Damn. I'm talking over Dak Prescott. I'm talking over CeeDee Lamb. Okay.
Wow.
You decide to trade away your best player to the Green Bay Packers. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of the trade. I kind of did, but I'm not going to get into it right now. What I will say is this. For one, you traded him to a contending team in the same conference that your team plays in. That's like a sin to do in the NFL. That's for one. For two, the last playoff appearance that the Cowboys had, who beat them? Who completely demolished them? Who completely demolished them on their home turf on national television in the wild card round, the last playoff appearance? Who was the team that beat them?
Wow. I didn't even think about that.
It was the Green Bay Packers. So you're telling me, Jerry Jones, you're telling me that you traded your best player to a team that completely owned your team in the playoffs the last time you were in it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not so much trading them to somebody in the same conference, but you're trading them to a contender in the same. If you would have traded them to the Carolina Panthers,
yeah,
it's still an NFC team, but it's like, okay, we're not going to see these guys, right? Unless some miracle happens, right? Which is possible.
Yeah.
But no, you are trading them to a team. If you are planning to make it to the playoffs, which you should be planning for that, the Green Bay Packers are that good. They're going to be there. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. If you're trade them to, the Carolina Panthers or the Saints or, another NFC team that has little to no chance, okay, fine. But yeah, man, this was a rough move, man.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas fans, I don't know what to tell you guys. You guys lost Luka for the Mavericks, and now you guys lose. Now you guys, which hey, that one I like because you guys trade him to the Lakers. All right, that benefits Laker fans. All right, you guys trade away Luka, and you guys trade away Micah Parsons. Like, what are they doing in Dallas, man? I don't understand it. Jerry Jones, like, I don't know I don't know what's going on, man. They had time to figure out this contract situation. They did. Okay. You could even go back to last season. I know they're having contract negotiations with CeeDee Lamb, and Dak Prescott, I believe the year before that. But you could have re-signed Micah Parsons at some point because the stock market was only going up for his position. The longer they waited.
Hey, Arlington Cowboy fans, welcome back to Jerry's World for this season. Oh man! All right, so we're back. Let's make our predictions here. Not for this coming week. We'll get to that. We'll be doing our predictions every single week, as we always do. Here we are, pick six, where we cover the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Niners, the Packers, the Chargers, and of course, our beloved Steelers. But let's go ahead and look all the way forward before we even see a kickoff, man. Super Bowl time.
In the beautiful city of Santa Clara.
Santa Clara, California, man.
Former host of WrestleMania, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah. That's gonna be terrible, man. It's outdoors. All right, I'll go first on this one. Man, I'm pretty high on those Lions, man. I am. I like Dan Gamble, the gambler. I like him. I mean, he definitely had a shot last season, and there's no slowing down with him. That guy is just, that guy. He's got a motor in him, man.
He's probably my favorite head coach in the league right now.
The dude, like, just being around him, just seeing him on TV, like, you just feel his energy. Like, that dude's just got a motor. You know what I mean? It's like he can't sit down. Like, even just him having a conversation, it's like, let's go, man. Like, it's time to put in some work. It's time to grind. Let's handle. Like, man, goodness. I think this is their season to take the NFC, man. I do. So I'm gonna go with the Lions.
I hope you don't go the same direction I'm going. Let's see.
With the AFC, let's see. So we have a wedding, right?
That's true. Very true. That could be very distracting too, though, man.
The AFC, in my opinion, is a little bit more competitive. Man, I was almost about to say it, right? This was going to be blasphemy as a Steeler fan, wearing all this Steeler gear, because I was going to say Cincinnati. Okay, I was going to go bold. Man. But you know what? I'm not going to do it. Buffalo Bills.
You did go the direction I wanted to go.
Buffalo Bills, man. Look, they have to at some point. Good gosh, it was back in the, like, how many times could they just not do it? They made it to the Super Bowl 4 years straight back in the 90s and lost every single one of them. I don't know. Should we just learn from history?
Man,
maybe we shouldn't pick them. Maybe I shouldn't pick them.
You shouldn't pick them to win the Super Bowl.
Pick them to go there, though, and then lose again. Gosh, they'll be riding over there in Buffalo. All right.
Unfortunately, for entertainment purposes, okay, I was going the same direction as he was.
You're picking the Lions?
I was picking the Lions, and I was going to pick the Bills. I was only picking the Bills because, like I've said plenty of times already, they're trying to make this Mahomes and Josh Allen rivalry, they're trying to make it seem like it's Peyton Manning, Tom Brady 2.0. However, Peyton Manning did beat Tom Brady in the playoffs.
Yes.
Josh Allen has not beaten Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. He's beating him in the regular season, not in the playoffs. That's why I'm not completely bought into this rivalry. Okay? The Bills have to beat them at some point. They have to beat the Chiefs at some point. Because if not, I don't even know, man. Maybe you guys just are cursed. I don't know. Obviously, you could throw Baltimore in there. They have a really strong running game.
They were my second pick. Believe it or not, KC's my third in the AFC. My second pick was Baltimore. My first. Now, you guys may be asking, wait a second. I thought you were going to say Cincinnati. Yes, because I was going bold. It's either I went all in with Cincinnati. If not, then they're out.
I mean, how are you gonna have the Lions with Dan Gamble in there and not take a roll of the dice in the AFC?
You mean pick another team with the NFC?
No, I'm talking about picking another team for the AFC. You know, since you have Dan Gamble on one side.
And I was about to. That's why I was bringing up Cincinnati. Cincinnati has been like the best team that the record does not show what they really can do.
All their games are going to be very exciting. If you guys want to watch entertaining football every single week, watch the Bengals. And I say that because they have a really good offense, not a very good defense. Okay, so those scores are going to be like basketball scores for sure. Okay, if you want to watch high-scoring games, just go watch the Cincinnati Bengals game. It probably doesn't even matter who they're playing. That's where we're at with Cincinnati.
And with all that being said, the heck with the Bengals. Screw the Bengals. But what he said is correct, yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say Buffalo, just because I just feel like it has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
They have the bigger chip on their shoulder because they're the only other ones that have came that close in the AFC. I guess you could throw Baltimore in there, but I just feel like Josh Allen has that bigger chip on his shoulder this season. That's really what it is. NFC, I could see it going really anywhere. I actually do favor Green Bay a lot now with getting Micah Parsons. That's definitely going to elevate their defense by a mile. He's that good. Okay. I just still favor Detroit a little bit more. So I'd say my top favorites in the NFC are both in the NFC North. I don't think that's that crazy to say.
Okay. So you got right behind the Lions, you would put the Packers.
You can make a legit argument that those are the two best teams in the NFC. You could also say the Eagles.
I was thinking about
Can't
them.
say the Eagles.
I was thinking about them.
I'd probably put them third. I do think they definitely have the talent to go to the Super Bowl again. They really do.
Okay.
They have a really good structured team.
All right. So the champ is back. All right. To defend his title. Man, he's going to get creamed this season. You guys make sure you guys send a lot of love his way because he's going to need it, man.
There's a fact, man. No Pick Six champion has retained their title. No one's had a successful defense, and I'm going to change that. All right. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to be that guy.
All right, so we're back, and we'll be doing our Pick Six Weekly show here. We're doing our predictions where we cover the 6 teams. And right before we end it, hey, man, you going to buy something for Taylor and Travis?
See, I wasn't invited. You know.
You know how they do the wedding showers? They're registered at Target. Yeah, you could go get them like some pots and pans. I think I'm going to give them an air fryer. Congratulations, by the way.
Are you serious? You're not serious. That's not real.
Hey, we'll catch you guys next time.
I don't know, man. These Swifties are a little crazy, man.
Football's back, baby. Bam, let's go get it.
That threw me off.